Y'all, the sirens are going off. I got a shelter in place. I was not prepared. I did not bring my firearm. Oh, baby, I promise you, if I smoked cigarettes, I'd be smoking one right now. I am popping in from the future just to let you guys know that today is officially Sunday, August 2nd. And what that means is that my East African safari adventure is now live and open to the public. What does that mean? That means anyone can book at this point. It is now a public booking platform. Last Sunday, I launched my early bird bookings and you guys bought those all up. So there are no more early bird bookings at this point. But the good news is that there are still plenty of spots for you guys to book your East Africa adventure. I definitely wanted to pop in here and just like let you guys know that the bookings were now live for all of the hundreds of you who opted in to have access to this trip. But I was thinking like, how can I talk about this in a way that I have not already, you know, because I don't want to bore y'all. So I figured in this little segment, I talk a little bit to you guys about the itinerary itself, because that's one thing that we actually haven't dived that much into. So let's get some housekeeping out of the way first. The dates for the trip is going to be for next year, October 2nd through the 13th. The price for the trip is going to be $55.99 per person. And of course, that is an all-inclusive package, not including flights, but all of your meals, all of your transportation. We're gonna have a designated guide for the entire trip, and just all of your logistics and planning and scheduling, all of that is being taken care of for you. So that's how we arrive at that price. It also includes a couple of safari parks and entry to those parks. Just all of the goings on once we get on the ground is going to be somebody else's responsibility and not yours. So it's a trip where you just show up and you just start executing your itinerary without any worry. And a couple of our accommodations were tweaked a bit just to be more upgraded so that you guys are more comfortable and we have a better transition into kind of that different way of life. And as I go through the itinerary, you guys will see why. Yes, this is one of those trips where you book and you put down your $750 deposit and then you pay on it for a year. So the way that I have it scheduled out, you guys have an entire year to make payments towards this trip. So it makes it very doable if you have a job. If you are interested in this trip, you guys, and you wanted to thumb through some of the details of the inclusions, I'll put a link right here on the screen for you to go ahead and scan. I'll also put a link down in the description box. It'll take you over to my booking site and you'll be able to scroll through every single detail of the trip. I mean, it's very detailed. Just some of the inclusions at a glance. There's going to be local guides directing us every step of the way. We're also going to have lots of guidance before the trip because we do video calls with the entire group. So yes, you get to meet the people who are going to be joining us on the trip. You get to meet me. We're going to be chatting and talking and getting to know one another before we ever get to East Africa. Usually for the trips that I host, I do about 2 video calls. But for this trip, I'm probably going to do more because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot more to talk about. And my biggest thing is just making sure that everyone is comfortable before they set foot in the new destination. There's a lot involved with traveling to East Africa in terms of vaccinations and things that you need to know before you go. So we'll be covering all of that in very great detail. And I'm looking down because I'm looking at my notes here. As far as accommodations, we're gonna be spending 11 nights in a mix between boutique hotels and permanent tented camps. There are shared and private rooms available to you. Because we're gonna be at different safari parks, we're gonna be going to the Serengeti. It wows my mind to know that I'm going to be in the Serengeti. I've been obsessed with this region of Africa for such a long time, you guys. And to think that I'm going to be waking up there is just... We're going to be going to the all-famous Masai Mara. This is a very, very famous safari experience with the game drives. Everybody talks about it. If you haven't seen or heard anything, just go ahead and go on YouTube and search Masai Mara and you're gonna just see all kinds of amazing bits of content. I can't even believe I forgot to mention this, but one of the greatest benefits of going on an East African safari in October is catching bits of the Great Wildebeest Migration. Another major key that I forgot to mention is that we're gonna be able to do a sunrise hot air balloon ride over the Masai Mara. Y'all, being able to see down from this POV is gonna be just crazy. This is an optional activity, so make sure that you select that you're interested when you book. And we're gonna be going to the Ngorongoro conservation area as well. Y'all, please spare me on the pronunciations, okay? We're going to be meeting the Hadzabe people down at Lake Eyasi. This is one of the indigenous tribes there, still living their same way of life that they did at least 50,000 years ago. I've been obsessed with this group of people. I don't know if you guys are aware. Let me just give you guys a little bit of background on my obsession with anthropology. When I was in college, my freshman year, I took an anthropology class just as a random elective. I had no idea I would even like it. I just took it because I needed it, and I fell in love. Ever since then, I've been really interested in human history, and it's just kind of taken me down so many different rabbit holes that I'm so grateful for. And so yeah, I've been preoccupied with that region of Africa for a very long time because of its history and a lot of the discoveries that have contributed to piecing together the story of human history. And so I am very interested in the way of life of the Hadzabe people, and the fact that we're going to be meeting them and like hanging out with them for a period of time is just absolutely insane. We're also going to be going to Lolita Hills and hanging out with the people of the Maasai village. I have family who frequents Kenya all the time, and I'll talk a little bit more about that as we go through the itinerary. But my aunt was telling me that one of the most memorable parts of her last trip was being able to meet the people from the Maasai village. She spoke very highly of that experience. There's just gonna be a lot of opportunities to take in this region, right? From Kenya through Tanzania, it's gonna be a lot of opportunity to just take it all in. We're gonna be on the road, we're gonna be on the ground, actually looking out and experiencing the land. And so that's really important for me as a traveler, so I'm just assuming that you guys will be interested in that as well. And so speaking of my family ties to Kenya, I had mentioned before that my grandfather had a nonprofit in Kenya that he founded many years ago, and he did pass away last year, but the nonprofit is still going strong. It's called Missions for Kenya, and it is a feeding and education program. And my aunt sits on the board of directors for Missions for Kenya, and she's one of the people that is keeping this nonprofit alive. And she's going to be heavily involved in our volunteering opportunity, which I hope to be able to do that last day in Nairobi. I want us to be able to go to the school and volunteer. So it's a school with over 300 children. There's a staff of, I think, about 22, and we'll get really involved in one of the more deprived communities. And I know for a lot of you going to this area, you don't want to just be a tourist. You don't want to just go and experience the wildlife and see the tribes and then go back home. You want to actually be able to do something meaningful and make a difference. And my aunt was telling me that the children, when they see, you know, the tourists coming in and they want to help and they're volunteering, it means so much to them. They're going to be learning from us. They're also going to be teaching us, and their faces just light up just seeing us there. So I wanted to include that in the experience. It will be an optional experience, but it will be there for you guys to participate. It's an area called Mukuru Kwa Jinga. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And I want you guys to do your research in advance of the trip, if you do plan on going, to make sure that this is something that you are emotionally capable of participating in. My aunt was telling me that it's a level of poverty that most Americans, no matter where you're from, have ever seen. I wanted this trip to be one where there's a true cultural connection. I did want us to be able to get involved hands-on in the community, and being able to volunteer for my grandfather's nonprofit is one of the more impactful ways to get involved with the community, because it's a community that really needs our help. And I'll be giving you guys some more information on ways that you can support Missions for Kenya, not just through volunteering through this trip. So stay tuned for that information. That'll be coming soon. I've definitely been wanting to go to this region of Africa for a very long time. You guys may know that when I was pregnant with Ava, we actually went to Egypt, and it was an amazing, life-changing trip. I always tell people, like, you know, if you've been thinking about going to Egypt, definitely go. And it's definitely a destination I want to revisit. But even with that trip, I couldn't help but think about the other areas of Africa that I had always wanted to visit, and being able to go to Kenya and Tanzania was definitely on my bucket list. I remember when my grandfather first founded the nonprofit when we were younger, it's all he talked about. And he used to go to Kenya like all the time, like I don't even know, more than once a year, to go and volunteer and to meet the students and to talk with the staff. And there was always meetings and things. It was a big deal for him. And I remember always thinking like, dang, I wish I could go to Kenya someday, you know, and at least see what it is that Grandpa Grant is doing. You know, he's always so busy with his Missions for Kenya. And now I get to go, and I get to bring a brigade with me, a group of other like-minded individuals who are ready to get involved with the community just like I am. And so this is such a dream come true. I'm talking a lot about history, but there will be some modern moments that we'll be able to spend in Nairobi. In fact, our first day in Africa will be in Nairobi, and that's where we're gonna have our welcome dinner. And then towards the end of our travels, we're gonna end up back in Nairobi, and that's when I want to do the volunteering experience. And then we'll also do our farewell dinner there. So again, please tap that link down below or scan the code on the screen and check out the inclusions versus the exclusions so you know exactly what's coming with your package. I am only able to take 20 guests on this trip because we got to be able to manage everybody, so I don't want to overbook and have too many people. So definitely, if you've been thinking about it, you guys, don't delay. Go ahead and book your trip. Like I said, I'm sold out of the early bird discounts, but I do still have some past travel guest VIP discounts, and you guys will still be able to use those discounts until August 31st. A couple frequently asked questions whenever I launch a trip is, can children come? Typically with the operators, they want travelers to be over the age of 18. Another question I get a lot is, are men welcome? They absolutely are. Men are encouraged to come on this trip. Just so you guys know, my husband will not be attending this one, but there are men who have already booked. My travel companion this time is actually going to be my aunt. You guys have met her before on my channel. She's also in my outro of every video you guys watch, so you all will be seeing her there. And I am not sure what other of my family members are going to be coming. Right now, everybody's just kind of scrolling through the itinerary, checking it out, getting a feel. So I have no idea at this moment, and I also have no control over who they send the links to and whoever books and everything. So I have no conception of how quickly this thing is going to fill up, and so that's why I want to encourage you all to book if you've been thinking about it. Don't delay because the opportunity might disappear. And congrats to those of you who have already booked. You are on your way to one of the most life-changing trips, and I'm so excited to be able to share this experience with you all. So I won't keep you. If you guys do have any more questions, definitely put them down below. I'm going to try to address them down in the comments, and we can go ahead and get into today's vlog. Oh baby, I promise you, if I smoked cigarettes, I'd be smoking one right now. Hey guys, you're watching my real life vlogs. Welcome back, welcome back. Hey Ava. I put these glasses on right quick to distract y'all a bit from my allergic reaction. I'm treating it with some ointment right now. What you guys saw was me cleaning up a mess that Ann made, a bio mess that, hey sweet baby, you playing dress up. You want your sweater? Okay, here you go. You wanna put the sweater on? You gotta put the purse down. Oh yeah, you gotta put it on your shoulder. Like this. See, put it on your shoulder. Yay! You don't like it? Okay. I didn't even realize she had done that until now, so that must have happened earlier this morning. Sometimes Ann does stuff and it's like a secret until you discover it later. So I was outside actually roasting me some corn on the cobs. I was about to make me some Mexican corn, and Ann started like taking off her clothes, so I had to rush into the house, bring her in of course, and I was going to her room to get her a change of clothes to put on because she was taking her clothes off because it got wet because they were playing in the water. So when I went to her room to find a change of clothes, that's when I discovered the bio accident. So I went and got some scalding hot water to get ready and clean that. And of course, y'all know how it is, the chain reaction. I'm not just gonna mop the floor in one room. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the whole second floor. And the bright side of it is that I'm glad I did, because the floor definitely needed to be cleaned, and now it smells really nice up here. So there's your silver lining. But I was supposed to run 11 miles today. That's why I got on my Peace Runners shirt. Today was a long run day, but I'm just gonna postpone it until tomorrow. I'm just not in the mood for that anymore. Plus y'all, I was supposed to be going out later today. I'm still gonna go, but I just wanted to mention that oftentimes with caregivers, you're gonna fall. We seem like we don't have a life, and probably about 50% of that is because we're so busy with our children, but the other 50% is being too exhausted to do anything. Like today, I got invited, my friends are going, like there's all the incentive in the world for me to go out, but I have had thoughts throughout the day of not going because I am just so exhausted mentally and physically. It takes a lot out of you. So I just wanted to mention that here. If you are a special needs caregiver, if you are a special needs parent, you are not alone when you feel isolated, but you also feel like there isn't much you can do about it. I'm right there with you. But I'm gonna make myself go today, okay? Looking like a mess like I'm looking, but I'm still going to get dressed, put on some makeup, cover up my allergies, and I'm going to go out and have a good time with my college friends. I'm gonna try. Let me head on downstairs so I can put together my meal. Annie girl. Hey. Over here with her little favorite pillow cushion. Here's my roasted corn. I'm so excited about it. So I'm just warming up some baked chicken from the other day. First, I just want to add a little butter to this. Next, I'm gonna add my mayo. Parmesan cheese from pizza we had the other night. I like the pizza place Parmesan cheese because it's so chunky. Add some roasted chili pepper flakes and some actual chili powder. And there it is. Yum. I'm so excited to eat this. Let's see, what time is it? All right, it's 3 o'clock. The event that I'm going to is technically starting right now, but I didn't plan on leaving out until 5, so I got time. The girl's caregiver will be here shortly as well. Yum, yum, yum. So good. Okay, y'all, here's the look. We just got some camo pants with some Steve Madden chunky sandals, bandana, and I got my hair in 2 ponytails. Let me show y'all in better lighting the hair. So I just wet it and then put like a rubber band right here and then a rubber band right here, just to keep it from getting too shrunken. This will help stretch it. I was gonna take the bands out, but I might just leave it like this because this is fine. And then I'm carrying my Brandon Blackwood and then this bandana that I got it as a pack on Amazon. Oh, let me bring my bug repellent bracelet. And then I'm going to grab a chair. Stephanie's downstairs. We're gonna just ride together. Let's go. Lots of little pigtails.
No, they cute. Your little curls is cute.
All right, y'all. We finally found a parking spot. We are trekking it over to the queue.
Thank you.
The queue.
Girl, you can tell exactly where you are with this overgrown ass vegetation.
Girl, we in Inglewood, as you can see behind me. Oh man. Okay, so we're not that far. So we a block and then boom, we're right there. Yeah. Not bad. Okay, I had to go back and get the chairs. We forgot the chairs. Ship. Anthony just reminded me what block we're on. Lamron.
I feel much better.
If they're playing Gucci, I'm in the right place. Well, I see you, cousin gang. I pour it in the grass, will they notice?
So you are from SIU as well? Oh my God! Oh my God! I had no clue you went there.
It's a video, guys.
Okay. We are at the Q26.
Good morning. It's the next day and it's loud out here. I'm at the gas station filling up and I'm actually on my way to my concealed carry renewal class. I waited till the 11th hour to do this, so I have to go today. But yeah, last night was fun. Last night was real fun, girl. Man, I know the vlogging was choppy and there's so much I didn't vlog. I just had to put that phone away. It was so crowded. There were so many people. It was loud and it was chaotic, but we had a good time. And if you guys are from Chicago, I'm pretty sure you've heard of the Q. The guys who put it on are actually friends of mine. We all went to college together and it all started out as like a backyard barbecue years ago, like right after college, you know, after everyone graduated. And it just grew and grew every year. And they started to realize that the community wanted this barbecue. It used to be called something else. I'm not even gonna say what it used to be called on here, but they changed it and shortened it to the Q, and now it's like damn near a music festival. It's very similar to the House Music Picnic, just early 2000s hip-hop and current hip-hop too, but like mostly like a hip-hop theme. So fun. And I got to see so many people from SIU, SIUC, you know, it just became this big neighborhood barbecue and it just brings the city out. So we had a really good time. I did not want the night to end. It was definitely one of those nights, but now I'm up and it's the afternoon time and I'm just filling up this car. It's almost done. And I'm gonna head over here to this class and get this over with. Ooh, it is hot today. I'm glad it wasn't like this last night. It's 87 degrees right now. Yesterday the weather was beautiful, especially for an outdoor picnic. It was overcast. It was real nice. It was breezy. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring you guys into the class. So I'll try and like just show you guys around, but I'll definitely talk to you all after. All right, I'm here. I just pulled up. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes before I go in because I'm technically 20 minutes early and I think that's a little too early. But yeah, the one that I go to where I got my original CCL license and where I go for my renewals is called The Facility. And my husband's co-worker, I think he's retired actually, is the lead trainer. And like I said, I went to them when I got my first initial license and I truly enjoyed the class. We got way more out of it than I think we were supposed to. Like they really pour into this class, making sure that people understand self-defense, people understand how to safely use a firearm, how to be respectful of firearms, how to be respectful to people you even have to use your firearm on, just like really in depth. I really enjoyed the class and so I felt confident returning here for my renewal.
But I am telling them I'm the victim of crime. Okay, go ahead. Oh, switch your leg. There you go. Good grouping.
All done leaving the gun range. If you can see it in the background, we were at Eagle Range. Now I'm gonna run by the grocery store really quick because I gotta get a few things before I head back home. I did good at the gun range, you guys. I didn't realize that we were gonna be shooting today. I was not prepared. I did not bring my firearm, girl. But the instructor was so kind as to let me borrow his firearm and I just had to buy the ammo and everything. So we made it work and I actually did really good. I thought I was more rusty than I actually was. I guess it's just some things you don't forget how to do, and shooting is probably one of them for me. He was very impressed. Like he was like, girl, he was like, what the hell? What the helly? I was using the green sight light thing and I quite like it. He was saying I could get it put on my Glock and I was like, oh, okay, I might actually do that because I really liked it. But anyway, you guys, Like I said, I wasn't gonna be able to vlog much of it. I didn't want to be rude pulling out my phone and stuff like during the class, but I was able to pull it out during the gun range because everybody films at the gun range, so I didn't feel funny doing that. But anywho, running into the grocery store, I will talk to you guys in a few. For lunch, we're having ground beef, one of those little egg bites from Costco, and some cucumber, and about a tablespoon of grated Parmesan. Good afternoon, good afternoon. We're having some random lunch before we go to the gym. It is storming outside. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'd rather be doing than getting in my car and driving to a gym in this weather, but we're just gonna go ahead and get it done. I haven't taken you guys to the gym with me in a very long time, so I figured let's just go together. My hair needed a little bit of extra moisture this morning, so I wet it down in the shower and put a little bit of leave-in conditioner and did like a couple of cornrows going straight back. Y'all, the way I have been decentering my hair in this season of my life, you just wouldn't even believe it. It's like the last thing I think about. I mean, the last thing. This ground beef tastes so good. I cooked it in that beef tallow. It's one of those frozen packs that I got from Costco, broke it down and froze them individually. I just thawed one of those out yesterday, and then I just cooked it for lunch today. It's so yummy with the Parmesan. Okay, I'm gonna finish this and then we're gonna head out. Y'all, oh my God, I had to pull over, I couldn't see. And like all the cars in my lane were all pulling over also. I'm in the Sam's Club parking lot and it started to hail. Look at this. Hear that? That's the hail hitting my car. So yeah, I had to pull over, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it. I'm still trying to see. So another round of hail is coming. Y'all, the sirens are going off. I gotta shelter in place. Let me check the forecast and see how long this is gonna go on. I'm not doing this. I'm scared. I'm about to go in Sam's Club. My car was just like shaking, and then like I was looking at my phone and I didn't notice until my car started shaking. Then when I looked out the window, I saw the tree like bending over. I'm like, am I about to be in a tornado? Severe weather. Oh God, I wish I had looked at this before I left out. I thought it was just gonna be an innocent rainstorm. These conditions are going to be going on until 1:30. So I fear my gym session for today has been sabotaged. Officially sabotaged. Oh no, can y'all see that? The power line fell down there. Okay, I'm going home, that's it. Anthony also just let me know that the power is out at our house, so I need to hurry home and deal with this because he's gonna be going to work soon, okay? Because just because the power's out, he's gonna be going to work and it's just gonna be me with the children. Oh Lord.
Hey, what's up, Billy?
Hey, Dad, where you at? Update, don't mind the ointment. I am treating my face. So, the bad news is that the power is out at the house. We have no electricity. But the good news is that my dad is going to be bringing a generator over here so that we can get by in the meantime, because I have no idea when the power will be back on. And then also, we are starting the process of getting our home generator because we should have been did it, but you know, it just be a lot of stuff going on, you know? You gotta pace yourself. We got a whole new roof last year. We redid the siding. It's just like, you gotta pace yourself. So we're gonna try to get the generator while they're on sale. We're gonna do the one that's like hooked up to the gas, and it's basically a standby generator, and it'll just kick on automatically when the electricity goes out for any reason. So we're gonna be doing that as soon as possible. But right now I'm just trying to keep the girls entertained. At least the storm clouds went by, so now we have some regular daylight for this time of day, because at first it was looking like midnight around here. And I'm just trying to keep them entertained. I can hear the generators coming on all around the neighborhood, everybody turning on their gas generators. The people who have the backup generators, those homes are silent, okay, because they have their electricity still, but it's the homes, you can tell the ones that don't, you can hear the generators, they're loud. But yeah, my dad will be here soon. I told him not to rush. I mean, we're fine now, it's daylight. We really don't have much to deal with right now. It's not like it's super hot. We don't need the AC blowing, so we're kind of like just in chill mode, just standing still for now. But when he gets done working, he's gonna come over and bring the, it's a propane generator. It's like a heavy duty one. He said we can hook the whole house up to it, but I'm honestly hoping we don't need it, y'all. Like, I'm hoping electricity comes back on and I can just call him and tell him to just enjoy his day. But in case that's not the case, at least I know that he's coming. You got lights? Good morning, you guys. We are back on the electrical grid. I didn't talk to you guys last night because it was pure chaos up in here. We lost power, the entire neighborhood. My dad had to come over and bring us a generator. So we were getting that thing set up into the night. We were having trouble with it. So we ended up losing daylight, and Anthony was at work. And I was just here with the kids. It was crazy, but we woke up this morning and the power came back on. So now we're good, but let me show y'all the chaos that ensued last night. Let me give you guys a walkthrough. Girl, this is camp, okay? I had this ring light just because it's a portable lamp and gives off a lot of light. So I had this thing and it had lit up basically the whole first floor. It's kind of crazy. And then I had these two lamps here that I ended up not even having to use. And then this is the cord I had coming from the generator. I got a bunch of electrical cords. This is where I have it plugged into the refrigerator, and then right through here for the deep freezer. The other cord was out the window leading to the generator. And y'all know Ambi escaping the house and stuff, and she knows how to let up the big door to the garage leading to the driveway. So because this door is open, running those cords, I had to disable the garage door just in case the power came back on, like in the middle of the night or early morning. She couldn't get out the house, so that was good. Here's our propane generator. I just turned it off. I took the screen out so we could access the inside. That generator was so heavy. These are the ramps to get him in and out of my dad's pickup truck. And then this is the screen. I'll put this back later. Girl, it was insane. Then one of my neighbors was going for a stroll yesterday, just as calm and having a wonderful afternoon because they have a generator, a backup generator. So that's what we're gonna be getting. My husband said we're gonna get it before the end of the summer. The way that these storms have been set up these days, y'all, they have been more frequent and they've been more intense. And because of that, this area is having a really difficult time with like the electrical infrastructure, and we just cannot risk this kind of thing happening. I got house guests coming to stay with us this week. I needed my power, like in more ways than one. I got little kids, so I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones who need a backup generator. You probably watching this and you need one too. I used to have this ring light back in the day, in my old school YouTube days. I barely used it, but I still kept it because it comes in handy for different little projects around the house where you just need like some portable light. Dad had this jump starter kit just in case the generator needed to be jump started. And I'll have a bunch of these battery operated light bulbs, which came in handy as well. Another lifesaver was this battery pack. I'm charging it now just to put it back on full, but I was using this to keep my phone charged. It's like going camping. So all of my camping equipment was pulled out and used for this survival moment. And before the power kicks back on, I was on my way to grab my pots and pans and head outside and start breakfast. We weren't about to be sitting up here waiting around on DoorDash or anything like that. A lot of the streets are blocked off because there are trees and poles in the street. I don't know how much of that they got cleaned up just overnight, but I'm assuming that there's still a bunch of trees that need to be picked up. And trying to wait on DoorDash for a food delivery, I just wasn't gonna do it. So I was definitely about to go out on my grill and get some bacon going, but I don't have to do that now because thank goodness the power is back. We survived the night. Now I gotta put all these cords up. Of course, before I put this fridge back together, I'm gonna clean behind it since I already have it pulled out because there's a lot of dust back here. Dang. Girl, look what I found behind the refrigerator. So apparently Anthony drew this in February of 1990? What in the world? Look how much trash was back here. Or should I say dust? It's just like big chunks of dust. I'm glad I got that sweeped up.
Hello?
Hey, good morning.
Hey, what, y'all popping back on?
Yeah. I just got back home from the grocery store. Okay, I had to get some random things for the house. I wanted to try these Danimal yogurt pouches for Ava because she really likes Greek yogurt. So I just thought maybe she will enjoy some of this for on the go, like easy serving. So we'll see if she's into these, but just like a few little things. I don't know if I mentioned it until now, but we're coming up on yet another busy weekend, super eventful, okay? A friend of ours is getting married this weekend. So I got sorors coming in town. My ship Nene, I don't know if you guys remember her. She used to be in my vlogs all the time. She relocated to Arizona a few years ago, and so you guys don't see her as much unless she's like coming in town or we're traveling somewhere together. But anyway, her and her husband are coming in town. They're gonna be staying with us for a couple nights. So I just wanted to make sure we had like stuff for the house for breakfast and things like that. Really, really excited about the weekend that is ahead. So I wanted to get the jump on stuff, make sure we were stocked. And speaking of the grocery store, y'all, I went to Jewel, right? And they had lost power during the storm, just like the rest of us. But it took longer for theirs to come back on. So they were without power for like 3 or 4 days. Y'all, when I went in there today, the entire frozen food section was cleared out. The crews were in there throwing everything out. I noticed when I walked in, I'm like, why are the freezers empty? It didn't dawn on me that, yeah, they lost power just like the rest of us. So y'all, if a grocery store doesn't have a generator, I don't feel that bad that we didn't have one, but we definitely gonna get one, okay? We're already working on it. I was talking to my neighbor across the street. She had called and we were just talking about like how difficult it was losing power because she's taking care of an elderly parent. And I got little kids over here, so we're both kind of like in the same spot. And she was like, I don't even care how much it costs, I'm getting a generator like today. And we were just talking about the different options and where to buy and who to get to install. So it's coming soon. I don't never want to deal with that again. I'm telling you, I'm done with being without power. Done, okay? But anyway, let me go ahead and put everything away and get to preparing my house for house guests. I was upstairs tidying up the guest room, washing the sheets, mopping the floor, you know, stuff like that. So I'm really excited, as you can tell. I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here so I can get into the next vlog. We're gonna be picking up right where we left off here. And like I said in the beginning, make sure you check the description box for links because yes, as you're watching this vlog, my East Africa trip is now public. Anyone can book. So get in there and get yourself situated for your next trip to Africa because you're going with me, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next one. Bye.